This is Chicago. Doors open on the left at Chicago.
Welcome to Chicago. Welcome to Chicago. Welcome to Chicago.
This is Chicago. Doors open on the left at Chicago.
Welcome to Chicago.
Welcome to Chicago. We are at Casa Humilde 7700 Madison in Forest Park, and it is a Bears victory. And it's not as many points as we predicted, but 31 points is a good number for the Chicago Bears to be scoring weekly in and week out. 31-28, another nail biter, but we didn't have to come from behind in the fourth quarter. The defense showed up. Game ball has to go to Nahshon Wright.
Oh man, at least one of them has to go to Nahshon Wright. But let's start here. We talked about it. You heard us at halftime about the inconsistencies and the need to step up in the second half, or just in general. But in the second half, whatever happened in the locker room, it was corrected. And you saw it. I'll start with Caleb.
Yep.
You saw the ball not sailing. You saw the on target, like open receivers. Even with receivers that were covered, he was throwing the ball. He was throwing darts out there. So Caleb stepped up. The offensive line stepped up. Got to give some love to Ozzy Trapillo, man. Like, we give love to Theo, and Theo deserves all the love. But Ozzy, we didn't hear his name called today, did you?
Nope.
Did you hear Ozzy Trapillo's name called today? I didn't hear his fucking name called today.
You know why? Because he did his damn job.
He did his job today. And, whether it was scheme-wise or not, he did his job, and it was I was impressed that he did as well as he did. Now, again, you had some issues here and there. There was penalties continued to just kill this team.
Yeah.
But you got to give credit where credit's due. This team, they're fighters. Like I said, the identity of this team has to be fighters and grinders. That was like week 3, right? This is who they are. They got to fight. They got to grind. They got to be some dogs out there, regardless of who it is. And again, they week in and week out, they keep showing you the same type of fight. The same type of, now, do things have to be cleaned up? Of course,
yeah.
Of course. But today, like I said, that second half, that's how you do it. Like, that's how you do it. And again, there's things that you just can't help, right? There's things that you can't help. Not Nahshon, right? The other McLeod, Ray McLeod, rough.
Yeah, Nick McLeod, yep.
Is it Ray or Nick? It's
Nick
McLeod.
Nick McLeod, yeah.
There's Ray McLeod, somebody else. Nick McLeod, it's rough. But, what do you expect out of the fifth corner?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's Tyreek Stevenson goes down again. Let me go ahead and say this. Ruben Hippolyte, you blew that one in the fourth round. You blew that one.
Sounds like Bayless Jones.
And if regardless of the injury, there's no progression. There was a play, and I told you there's a play where you had them like pinned, and here's Ruben Hippolyte getting eaten up just way too close to the line, getting eaten up by a block, and it's like, this is who he's been. This is who he's been in college. That's who he's been in the NFL so far. Fast as shit. Can probably run sideline to sideline, but can he make the play? He definitely can't cover tight ends or receivers or running backs. So what is he? You drafted.
He's just a fast guy. That's it.
Special teams. You drafted a special teams player. So that was frustrating. But after he unfortunately went out, I thought things got a little bit better at linebacker. I thought people were in better position at linebacker. I thought things were looking a little bit better. Not saying that it was great, but it was better, good enough to go ahead and get the victory today. The defense, like I said, two things. The two things I said Wednesday came to pass, right? DJ Moore, 2 tutties. What was his stats there, DJ?
DJ Moore, leading receiver with 5 receptions, 64 yards.
10,
2
11
tutties.
short. 11 short.
7 targets.
Tutties, but I knew he was going to have
7
a big
targets.
Game. 7 targets,
That's
2
good.
tutties.
That's huge.
I knew he was going to have a big game. And then the defensive side, I said, this is going to come down to the defense having to make a big stop, and they did just that, a big stop. I thought the defense, regardless of the injury, in regards to the score, I thought they played well. And you got to think about it like, man, these guys were down. There were mistakes.
Yeah.
But, again, you're asking guys that aren't starters, like aren't top tier starters, to go ahead and be your starter and make plays for you. And you like I said, it's not perfect, but it got the job done today. For all the, all the criticism I gave Caleb in the first half, the second half was much better.
Definitely,
much better.
yeah.
And again, was it perfect? No, but when you had to hit your receivers, you were hitting your receivers in the second half, as opposed to the first half where they're sitting there wide open and you're sailing. The ball looked tighter, it looked crisper, more on the line instead of on a little bit of a loop.
Yeah, it was definitely a tale of two Calebs, and that's what I'm gonna name tomorrow's show, a tale of two Calebs. Second half, he came out, he zipped the ball, making sure his receivers were catching the ball. There was a couple of drops on the receivers, but he was 19 for 35, 239 in yards, 3 tutties, 1 sack. And you also saw him throw the ball away.
Sack was the word. It was
bad protection. That one was bad protection.
No, I'm not going to go bad protection.
You really?
Look, bad protection, yes. But I said that. I already said that.
But he should have.
You have to know where you are on the field. Yeah. And again, as soon as you see 90, you should know this guy could move. Whatever I do, he could probably match me.
Yes.
So you have to be able to take the sack. I'm not saying that the sack was bad. The attempt to try to throw it, fumble the football, and give him a touchdown was bad. When you could go forward, live for third down, run the ball, get a little bit more room for your punter, and then flip the field and work there. Down a touchdown, you take that touchdown away, it's 21-31.
Yeah,
we went
by 10. It's not a heartbreaker. I mean, a nail biter. That's what I meant. So if I'm looking at, sorry, JC just interrupted me real quick.
Thanks, JC.
Thanks, JC. Got through my mind off it. There he goes again. Running game, non-existent. What's going on with the running game? Kamenon guy did two power runs, but he wasn't 12 for 48. DeAndre Swift 8 for 15.
Yeah, I thought
Do you think it was a matchup thing because of TJ?
No, I think it was. I think it was Ben Johnson thinking like the way the defense was playing in the first half, and then the way things were just going, where it was inconsistent. Again, do I like? Is it a panic? I don't think this time. I don't think this was a panic. I think this was like, hey, let's go ahead and try to pass. Let's get close before the second half, knowing that you have to give the ball back, and then let's work from there. And when you needed to run the ball, you ran the ball. Short yard, that goal line, you went to Kyle Monunga. They gave one to Swift wide, and I was like, I was like,
not his role.
You got not even that. You have speed on the outside. You have speed on the edges. You have and you have speed at the corner position and at linebacker. You got some speed outside. Up the middle is where there was suspect getting pushed back, right? Going forward with the big hogs going up there, the big Grizzlies. That is what worked. And you saw Monunga go forward. And did it work all the time? No. Would I like it for it to be more of a factor? Absolutely. But again, when they needed to do it, they did it. And that's something that I felt like they weren't doing in past couple weeks.
I definitely want them to run the ball a lot more. Just time of possession. You get your guys lathered up. Your offensive line is now pushing forward instead of coming backwards. We're going to be playing the Eagles, and that's a really good team. It's going to be
the truce is over.
The truce is over. Yeah, it's definitely over. And again, it's going to be a Friday 2 p.m. game. We'll be here our last week with Casa Humilde 7700 Madison in Forest Park. That'll be our last game here. DJ Moore, 5 receptions, 7 targets. Rome Odunze, 3 receptions, 9 targets.
I'll say this about Rome. I thought Rome had a really good game today. There was one pass that one short. It was, I don't know, flip a coin for me at that one at that point. But I thought there was some passes that he caught that were tough passes that he held on to. The one on the sideline, you got to tuck it and keep it close. But again, that was a tough pass. There was also one that it was. I think it was a good pass, and he was just like maybe like a foot short. Maybe he got a little slow out of his break. But again, like if he pulls that one in too, like Rome is looking great today, like absolutely fantastic today. So like again, with the criticism of Rome, you got to give him his praise when he makes the plays, and he did. That pass behind him that he caught.
Oh yeah,
that's top 10 fucking wide receiver shit, bro, or pick shit. You know what I mean? That's what you have to. That's what we drafted you for. Is when the quarterback's not perfect, you make him look good.
Yeah. What about LB3?
Man, Luther.
They stopped going to him in the second half.
Yeah, I don't know. Did he get hurt?
I didn't see if he got hurt. I didn't see if he got hurt.
Man, Luther can be lethal Luther Burden. Lethal Luther Burden. That's what I'm going to start calling him because he can be really, really good for us.
Oh, look at Mahomes. Look at Mahomes trying to win.
Looks like the Chiefs might go down and win this.
But yeah.
Again, I'll give this one a solid. I'll give this one a B+. A B+ overall, I think, for me. Just thinking about the defense, and their ailments. Thinking about losing Theo, having to put the rookie in Trapillo in. The mistake by Caleb and the bad first half, or the inconsistent first half, and then them bouncing back. I would say that this win was the jumping, like the springboard to where the Bears are now. Hey, they're here. Like you can't take them. You can't. And I know it was, like I said, Mason Rudolph or not. Look what he did. Look what I told you. Like people want to nowadays in sports and people, sports talk and stuff like that. Everybody's you're either the GOAT or you're either fucking trash. And I'm saying, like, when you give somebody who's in the NFL, quarterback in the NFL, opportunities, they can take advantage, and Mason Rudolph did that.
He was serviceable for a backup quarterback.
You almost won the game with Mason Rudolph, and you almost won the game because of Mason Rudolph.
Right.
So when you get these teams like coming up, or whoever the fuck we play, I don't care. You can't just look at, we got this guy. That's not how you look at football, man. That's not how you do it. Because any given Sunday, and it's a fucking cliche at this point, but it's the truth. Any given Sunday, somebody could get you. And again, it could have been Mason Rudolph, but it wasn't Mason Rudolph because the Bears stepped up and got the dub.
Here's Mason Rudolph's numbers: 24 for 31, 171, 1 tutty, 1 interception, got sacked twice. But my biggest number that I'm looking at is the X factor that wasn't the X factor, DJ Metcalf, with 2 receptions.
Well, he's hurt. He got 12, hurt. He got 12, hurt early. And it's rough. It was rough because, like, you would – I think they would give – if he was healthy, it would have been a little bit – it was a different story.
Yeah.
But what I was upset with was how much we gave up on the ground, like time and time again. Again, the Gainwell, on the fake tush push into the
you got 6 guys that had over 20 yards.
Oh, my
6
God.
different
What's
people.
the total? What was the total there? Tally up the total for the rushes.
I got you. Team stats.
Team stats for the
Team stats. Rushing yards 186 to 99 for us. That's what I'm saying. You got to run the ball more. Oh, here goes Kansas City.
Yeah.
There goes Kansas City.
They already had the ball, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
all.
Again, going back to the Bears, that's just too much. But Montez Sweat has been stepping up. He missed another. He missed 2 sacks.
He almost had another one. Yeah.
But he was a huge factor. He did get that 1 sack that caused a fumble. Huge. He's been stepping up. I was wanting that Bears defense to make some plays, and they did just that. Right when we needed them, the opportunities came, and they seized it.
Yeah, looking at the rest of the stats for the teams, 19 first downs. We lost that battle to 22. Third down efficiency, 7 for 13. I think that's a little better than last week. Mm-hmm. Sacks allowed 1. I love that number. Punts 4. Okay, strategic, not a problem. Penalties. We need to limit these penalties. 7 for 83. That dumb penalty. We were outside, and I was talking about, like, why is DJ Moore getting an unsportsmanlike conduct?
And I told you exactly that, because they have preached it. It was on every sports network. They are going to step up on the unsportsmanlike conduct penalties, the taunting penalties, all of that. They're stepping up on it. It's over. Like, you can't just do stupid shit anymore. You can't talk in people. You can't stand over. You can't do anything. And DJ Moore is a veteran, as good of a game as he has, and I've given him his praise. Now it's time to criticize. That was a dumb fucking play.
Yeah.
in a huge moment, and you're lucky. You're lucky. You got the next opportunity.
Next play, he got the ball.
You got the ball and got the touchdown.
Yeah.
But again, that was something that could have taken us out of the touchdown range and caused problems for us.
Yeah.
And that is one of the other things that has caused problems. So again, I know Selena's playing and we got to go wrap up things because we got the party in the background. But Bears win, man. And look, let's keep this thing rolling. The growth still has to come. There's still things to be made, but we're winning the games. And I'm happy about this one because you were able to come back after facing adversity. And it was a crisp performance in the second half. I felt like the Bears were the better team outright in the second half, and they showed it.
Yeah, they definitely made the adjustments at halftime. So kudos for Ben Johnson. I would say Ben Johnson got an 8 today for play calling and making adjustments at the halftime. The defense gets an A+ just because they are down body after body after body. And Nahshon Wright's all over the place. Montez Sweat stepped up today. So they get an A as well. I would say the offense, as far as Caleb and the rest of the guys, I could give them a B because it could have been better. There's some drops and whatever. Special teams. Didn't have to hear about special teams, so they get an A.
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah, special teams got an A today. Besides one punt, it got negated because of the hole.
Right.
I thought they played way better than they did all season long today.
So High Tire's his job is still safe, according to Ivan.
Nope, that's not what it said. Nope, no sir.
You still putting his couch on the street.
I want to see. Look, more. That's all I gotta say. More.
All right, they're cranking up the music, so we gotta go.
And again, one more thing.
Yes.
Right? When we're hard on this team, it's because we love this team and we want better for this team.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
The motto is good, better, best. Never let it rest. So if I'm going to go ahead and take time off of making sure I should point out the deficiencies of what we need to work on, I'm not doing a service to you, me, the fans out there, anybody.
No.
So again, this team, I believe, is headed where we want them to be. Are they there yet? No. But it's going, and this journey is very, very fun right now.
And on Friday, we're gonna see where we stand.
Oh, let's do it.
Does this record stand up to
Hey, they saw Pittsburgh, right? A winning record, right?
Yes.
Top of the division. We beat a division leader.
Yep.
Let's go ahead and take on Philly. Let's see what's up.
All right, we're going to clip those Eagles. So we'll be back here at Casa Humilde. We'll have more smash burgers and more beer on Friday, the day after Thanksgiving. So your Black Friday, get your shopping done. Come on over afterwards, 7700 Madison in Forest Park.
Let's bitty bum the hell out of here. Come on.
Oh, yeah. All right. So we'll be back tomorrow on air for the, our weekly wrap-up on True Chicago Sports Fans, 7:30. We'll do all of that. So definitely tune in. And Big Steve will be on about 8:30 on
8:30 Monday, TTNL.
Yeah, TTNL. So
bear down.
All right. For Ivan, I'm Big Z, and we'll see you next time for the Love of Sports.